welcome to Geekology. I'm David Zabir.
And I'm Sven Harley.
And tonight we're going to be discussing our top 5 films.
Yes.
This is one we talked about doing just before Christmas, but we didn't want to ruin our 47 episode spread, so we decided we should do it in the new year.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, so, top 5 films. What did you bring as number 5?
You're going to bring out yours at the same time?
I've got mine hidden down here. Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, so you've got which one?
Alien.
Alien, original Alien.
Yeah.
Okay, and I've got Iron Man. With this amazing steel cover.
Yes, you are very fond of those steelbooks.
Yes.
Okay, I've got nothing against Marvel.
Fair enough.
Nothing against Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to sound really bad. Why?
It's a brilliant film. It
Okay.
was the first film since the first Superman that really grabbed me in. I mean, though 1989 Batman was a fantastic film, it's not one that I particularly re-watch and re-enjoy regularly.
Keaton at his best.
Oh, Keaton's brilliant, and he was in that and in Batman Returns, but I'm not a big enough Batman fan.
Have you seen Birdman?
No, I haven't yet. I need to see that. I've been told I need to see that.
Yeah, you need to see that. Okay.
But I really, really enjoyed Iron Man when I first saw it, and it's easily rewatchable. I find it, I love rewatching it. It's a great film. And
the colour palette in it is phenomenal, and the special effects.
Oh, and anybody, if you've just watched it on DVD, try and see it on Blu-ray at some point, because the colours absolutely pop on it. It's great. And Robert Downey Jr. was born for this role.
The same as Ben Affleck is born to be Batman.
That should be quite interesting. See how when people find it, realise how well that's going to work.
Okay, alright.
So why Alien? Or is it a stupidest question considering the amount of Alien stuff you've got?
Okay, we will forget about the amazing special effects at the time.
Yeah.
We will forget that it's probably some of Geiger's most fantastic and ambitious artwork.
Yeah.
We'll leave that to one side. We will leave aside the score and the cinematography. We will forget what a stunning actress Sigourney Weaver really is. We will also forget that it has an amazing plot.
Mm-hmm.
Every edit of it I've ever seen has been just marvellous. It's the film that when I was old enough to watch the film,
Honest.
I curled up with my dad and watched it on the sofa so many times with him. It was just, it's an amazing piece of science fiction.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great film, and all of those other reasons really make it, but it's just a film that I specifically have very fond attachment to. Yeah, I was young when I was allowed to watch them, and I just loved them so much. And yeah,
fair enough.
The older I got, the more it
But definitely the first one rather than the second.
Oh, I love all of them, but
Yeah.
the first one was the one.
Important one.
So,
Fair enough. Absolutely. John Hurt with an amazing chest pain. Yes.
Great story for that. So, number 4. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Look, it's a
I'm
book.
noticing a thing here.
Yes.
Alright then, talk me through it.
Okay. A lot of people weren't expecting an awful lot out of the second Captain America, let's be honest.
Okay.
Because the first
I don't
one
know
was
why, because...
first one was okay. I mean, a lot of people enjoyed it, but it wasn't outstanding. It wasn't as good as Iron.
It's not very often that the sequel is better than the first.
Quite, and this is really, really
It is,
well
I
done.
will admit that.
Oh, look at the steelbook, by the way.
You've shown it to me on a few occasions, because I know how much.
So why they why you airbrush Scarlett Johansson, I don't understand.
She's got a lovely figure.
Yeah, why airbrush it? There's nothing wrong with her.
Yeah.
like nothing wrong with her.
could you? She doesn't watch these.
I know, but still.
Just in case you could ever get back
Yeah.
to her, I think that more than enough geeks have said to her they didn't need to.
Probably.
If only somebody actually had pointed that out to the department that did it.
Yeah, it's like, don't do that. Yeah. But Captain America: Winter Soldier, brilliant film. It's very difficult to pick a hole in it because it was really well put together.
It was.
And when honest trailers have to actually say we're going to have to nitpick this to make any comedy out of it.
I like honesty trailers. Put a link in above for honesty trailers because they are good.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's my number 4.
Okay.
Love it.
All right.
Keep watching. That's why it's in that version.
Contact.
Yes.
When I say contact, people always assume I mean first, and I don't. I always mean this version. It's just a wonderful movie.
Mm.
People ask me about my religious beliefs frequently, which I have no idea why everybody's so interested in my religious beliefs. But the overall theme of my beliefs is in energy and the universe, and that whole that nothing can be destroyed, it is simply
Changed. Yeah.
This film, up until the last 10 minutes, is all based on faith. Faith in science, faith in humanity, faith in humankind being able to pull together to a single goal. And I thought it was a lovely idea. And funnily enough, at the end of if it wasn't for a 2-second little tiny bit that they just threw in there, it led you to believe that the whole thing was going to be faith-based. Whether you chose to believe the story happened the way it did. And it's a very, very good film. I show it to a lot of people, saying, you need to watch this film. And they all say exactly the same thing. The film is slow. It's slow, Dave. It's really slow. But I find that, if you sit them down and give them coffee and explain, the reason it's slow is, how when you go and watch a Michael Bay film, yes. I know, but bear with me for the analogy. You watch the film, you come out from the film. It doesn't matter what time of day it is you went to see the film. And by Michael Bay, I'm just going to refer to his style of directing rather than specifically him. You come out of the film, you're actually knackered. Because your brain and your eyes are constantly watching what's going on. There's lots of noise. It's designed to get you constantly alert and awake. And so you come out and you might actually think, oh, that was a good film. And then you have a cup of coffee and you literally think about the film for 2 minutes and then go, that was actually a pile of crap. I just sat and watched. But if you ask somebody the moment they come out from one of those films, their brain's doing so much work that they think they've enjoyed it, and it's not until they actually think about it they go, actually no, I didn't enjoy that as much as I thought I did. I'm not quite sure why I felt that way. This film does not allow you to do that. This film presents information to you and then lets you think about it as you're watching the next scene. You are constantly evaluating the information you've received whilst you're watching the film. So it's not one of those films you can come out and go, oh, I really want to talk about all of this, blah, blah, blah. You've already thought about all that whilst you were seeing it.
Yeah.
So when you come out and you want to discuss it, you want to discuss the ideological concepts involved, or you want to talk about the effects that were used. So it's one of those things. I could blather on about the cast, I could blather on about the direction and all the rest of it, but it's purely story based. It's an amazing film. Carl Sagan wrote the book. It's a big, big book. I have read it because I enjoyed the film. Just a fantastic story, and it's not one of those that I can say I have any emotional attachment or connection to. I just happen to believe that it's a wonderful film.
Fair enough.
Okay, good. Number three. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Amazed that's at number 3 for you. Absolutely amazed.
It's one of those things. you know how much I love Star Trek,
Mm-hmm.
and you know of all the Star Trek films, this is my favourite.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, I thought of this as my favourite film of all time. But no, the other two are... It's not so much it's slipped down, it's just that times changed and
Yeah.
my connection with the film has changed over time. I still think it's just an amazing film, and I want to say one of the best Star Trek films. It's the best Star Trek film, that they will never ever beat it, no matter how hard JJ tries with his stick from another universe.
It won't be JJ anymore, will it?
Well, no, because he already did his Wrath of Khan beat.
Yeah.
And it sucked. No, again, I could blather on about direction, art, special effects. Actually, you know what? No, I can't. It is story based and it is character driven, but it's the character driven for this.
Okay.
It's just an incredible film, marvellously well put together. Any version of this film is fantastic. Although for a long time I did recommend that people watch the pan and scan laserdisc version, but the Blu-rays are actually better.
Yeah, but we still haven't had Blu-rays with the Peter Preston stuff.
No, not yet. We're still waiting.
Fingers crossed we'll get those eventually.
Well, Simon Pegg, yeah. Don't get me wrong. If this was top 20 films, a couple of his are in my top 20, but not in my top 5. I don't feel that that's one of his. I mean, it's great. I still think Shaun of the Dead is better. Why did that one make higher?
Well, I'm not a horror or zombie fan particularly,
I know.
so that's why this is going to beat this, because it's a cop.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So this was always going to be my preference out of the
interesting
three.
Pace.
Yeah.
Interesting pace for a film. Interesting pace for a comedy as well. I really enjoyed the choice of... I can't remember her name. The whole cast was good. It was a lovely film. So yeah, I can see that. Any particular reason why it speaks to you, or
it's just something I like. I really enjoy rewatching.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't get old.
It's a rewatcher.
It's a rewatcher.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
I really enjoy it.
Okay. This will be interesting.
One, two.
Okay.
Now you're confused.
I'm baffled. Me and you've talked about that film many times. Me and you've said how genius we thought that film was.
Yeah.
Why is it your second favourite?
It's my favourite Star Trek film.
It's your favourite of all the Star Trek films? I thought First Contact was your favourite of all the Star Trek films.
The problem I've got with First Contact is it doesn't feel particularly Star Trek-y.
Oh God, you're going to bang on about the military.
Yeah. It's too dark for me. I mean, it's a very, very good film.
It's about the Borg!
Yeah, I know.
How light and fluffy can it be?
But it's not. It doesn't feel.
It is dark.
It is dark. I mean, this is the things that this for me captures the tone of Star Trek better than any of the others.
Okay.
So
I can't
right.
argue. It's great.
Fun. And it rewatches, and you can rewatch it.
Oh God,
you can rewatch it.
You can rewatch that one till the end of Fluffy Things. Yeah. Okay.
Now that I can understand, because it would be in my top 10. In fact, it was in my top 5. I was looking at my collection, literally going, should I? Shouldn't I? That almost dropped Iron Man down to 6.
Really?
Close.
I don't even need to defend it. It's a classic, and everybody just loves it. Actually, because you mentioned honesty trailers for your...
Oh yeah, the
honesty trailer for this is genius.
Really, really good. Are you aware that they've done a colour version of this on a DVD release?
Oh, they did a colour version of this on VHS release. It's the same colour version. I cannot begin to tell you how wrong it is that they did that. They used the best.
Did they paint box it? Yeah. Okay.
Let me see. Even if it had been done, I mean, to tell you the truth, we now have the technology that you can put any film through a computer, and one guy sitting there just tweaking it could do a fantastic colour version of this. So the fact that they re-released a bad colour version, I just think is a horrific thing. But this is going to offend, and I don't mean it to offend, but I kind of do. If you are so stupid and judgmental that you cannot watch a black and white film because it's black and white, you have to see it in colour, you shouldn't be watching the film. Because you're not... You know, they were shot a certain way, they were meant to be seen a certain way. Now, you have heard me rant when they redo the special effects in films. It's like, no, unless the director can turn around and go, this is actually what I wanted the first time, but we didn't have the budget. At which point, I accept
like
that.
Original series Star Trek stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a good example, except for I kind of don't like the fact they took away the models and put CGI ships in all of it.
Yeah, but at least you got the option of...
Yeah, you got the option, you switch between. I see, I love the fact that they touched all the special effects. I hate the fact they took the models away. Even though the ships look better. They do look better. I dislike it when they go back and mess with things.
Looking at George Lucas.
Why?
Yeah.
He's on a beach being fanned down by women in slave girl outfits that he's now having to pay Disney royalty rights for. No. Slave girl Princess Leia is now a Disney princess.
That's quite hilarious.
Oh, no, what's hilarious is what JJ is going to do to their franchise. No, the whole coloration thing is I did watch it in colour, and I think I switched off about halfway through because I just couldn't take it anymore. But I couldn't take it because it was badly done. Yeah. And I can't actually. Do you probably don't because you're not a massive fan of very early television, cinema. Have you ever seen anything filmed in Dumfries colour?
No. Doesn't ring any bells.
No, okay. It was when colour first came out for movies. They experimented with a lot of different systems to get it right, and one of them was Dumfries colour, and it looks very much like that. The colour palette's very solid, and it doesn't work. But no, classic, black and white.
Yeah.
DVD rather than the Blu-ray. Fantastic.
Why?
The conversion rate wasn't great.
Oh, okay. Because normally black and white films on Blu-ray look absolutely stunning.
Yes, they do if they're done from the original negative.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't. Whoops. Oh, dear.
So it's a shame, but no, It's a Wonderful Life is right there in the title. It's a wonderful film, and it's one of those that I just have a deep connection with and stuff.
So, do you have any honourable mentions?
Oh God, hundreds.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
For top five, you have hundreds.
Alright, okay, top five. Serenity.
Okay.
Great film, preferred the TV series, but a great movie. Mm-hmm. Wonderful concept, very well done, very enjoyable, very rewatchable. Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
You?
Well, I'm going to go. Well, I'll group a few because basically most of the Star Trek films I find highly enjoyable. So except for 5 Generations. Generally,
except for Generations,
yeah.
I liked 5.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
it's
thank
full
God.
of, well, this is the thing. As a certain cast member said, it's full of little Star Trek moments. It's just that they don't work together into a film.
First time we got to see a hip flash with a Star Trek logo.
Fair enough. Oh dear.
God, DeForest was a great actor.
Yeah, completely.
He really was. All the Star Trek films, obviously, with the exception of Generations, because that was abysmal.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we can remove that,
Yeah.
I'm happy with all.
What
the
about
rest.
Into Darkness?
I'm sorry, I thought we said Star Trek films.
Ooh, opening up a can of worms there.
Yeah, see, I keep forgetting that I have to group those in when I keep saying all the Star Trek films. Okay, the Apple Store version of Star Trek. No, just no, they're crap.
Okay. I can't agree with you on the 2009 film, but yeah, I kind of agree with you on Into Darkness.
I kind of liked it and I kind of didn't with the 2009. You know, it's one of those things. It has a place.
Yeah.
I liked that they relaunched Star Trek. I liked the cast.
Yeah.
I thought the storyline was an interesting concept. The special effects, man. Honestly, trailers of the special effects. Just
2 Star Wars.
Good God, it was bad. Phasers should not go ping.
Yeah.
A tricorder, which is handheld this big, should not have a screen that's this big that doesn't tell you anything. Mobile phones tell you more than the tricorders in that thing. And the communicator, what the hell? Why?
What did you want?
No. No to the tech. No to that shit. No.
At least it looked like an Enterprise.
Barely.
It's like they'd taken the refit Enterprise and just altered a few things, though, to be fair.
No, okay, sorry. Alright, I will rejig my statements too. All of the original series films.
Well, the original, how can we group them? Classic films.
Okay, all the classic films.
Yeah.
I wouldn't remove any of them.
Yeah.
I think they're all fine.
Including Generations? Sure.
That's TNG films.
No, okay, alright.
Generations would have to go from the TNG films.
Okay.
I liked the others. Nemesis was a bit scrapey.
Yeah, it would have been so much better if someone else had directed it.
Yes, yeah. But you know, it's funny because a lot of people say about removing...
Insurrection.
Yeah, and I look at them and go, are you mad? That's the iconic next-gen film. That is...
It's like a
perfect.
two-parter.
It's a two-parter. That is a perfect Star Trek Next Generation
episode.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a two-parter.
I'm not sure it makes a great film, but it's a fantastic two-part TV episode.
It's an amazing.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
yeah, so those get good. If we're going to group films like that, though, Planet of the Apes, the originals.
Yeah. And the new ones, but not that one from 2001.
Okay, we'll just pretend that Tim Burton
didn't get involved at any point.
Actually, you know what? I like the armour. He did wonderful design work, but the story...
Yeah. It's like what
You know what? It was really weird because I sat there and I was determined I was going to walk out with one thing that I felt positive about. I did not succeed.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, go on.
Well, you've already mentioned Ghostbusters, but
Oh, yeah.
that would have been in my top 10 easily, so that's got to get an honourable mention. Other honourable mentions have got to go to mostly the Marvel films. X-Men First Class.
Take it and leave them.
Yeah.
Again.
And both the original and the new RoboCop films, just to really annoy people.
Okay, I like both of those.
Yeah.
So
totally different reasons.
Okay, alright. Moon.
Yeah, fair play.
Amazing science fiction film. A real hark back to the days of good science fiction. Amazing special effects. No, you can't. Yeah, once you've seen it once or twice, that's it.
Yeah.
But we didn't say rewatch films. Are you judging your films on how often you can rewatch them?
Well, I'm going with my favourite films, my top 5 favourite films.
I thought we were doing top 5 best films.
There's a difference?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I've gone for the ones that I enjoy the most. You've gone for the ones you think are the best films, haven't you?
Yeah.
Not the ones you necessarily enjoy the most.
Okay.
Do we need to do this again? Do we need to do this again where I do my top 5 best films and you do the top 5 you enjoy?
Okay, yeah, all right,
Yeah, we'll do that.
This is going to be a ridiculously long episode. Should we do that as one for next week?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Alright, weird. Yes, we need to have production meetings, obviously.
Yeah.
You can subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. There's the official Geekology website. We've got a couple of live events. If you're a Star Trek fan, we seriously recommend First Contact Day and an event that has not been named quite yet. But
Well,
we'll put
Geek
links
Meet
below.
possibly. We'll put
Geek
the links below.
Meet. Geek Meet. We've got a Transformer event coming up in
Auto
August.
Assembly in August. Yeah.
Yeah, and there might be something in between. We'll let you guys know. Thank you for watching. Good night.
Bye.